Hello, good morning, everybody in fucking the universe. How is everybody doing today on this beautiful April 2nd of a Tuesday of the week? Everybody here obviously knows who the real person of the universe is, and that person is Thanos snapping his fingers and getting Ant-Man in his ass. Now in this world, Thanos knows he must do butt crunches, cause if not, the end game will be an ant in his anus. Avengers, Thanos' ass gets torn. Oh no, my ass! Thanos, go see him in theaters. Hello, everybody. What's going on? It's me, the host with the most cock in your mouth, Kevin G. How's everybody doing today on this wonderful April 2nd of a day? I myself am doing wonderful. As always, I am got my little cup of tea. Cup of tea in the morning. Got my cup of tea, which is drinking this and seeing how I feel today. Now, as always, a show is not scripted in any way or form or anything like that. I just ramble in my mind, dig deep into my memory bank, and find stories and or inspiration. To you fine ladies and gentlemen. Now, before I begin the store, before I begin the show, the store has yet to come. That'll open up later on in life. Once your tits fall off. As always, I'm your boogery motherfucker host. It seems like only when I start recording, that's when all the fucking boogers start flowing. It's like, oh shit, he has his microphone. Alright, get the fuck out of his nose. And that's when they fucking start coming out. Now, let me take another sip. Let me make sure my throat is nice and clear for the radio waves. Man, it's a beautiful day today. If you aren't enjoying this nature, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. At least spend at least 30 minutes outside. I say 30 minutes outside is a perfect amount. You get that balance between a little bit of vitamin D and a little bit of vitamin E, whatever that is. Hold on, give me one quick second. My fucking cat is being annoying, so... Hey, motherfucker, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, got my dick on, so I'm gonna fucking stab you in the eyeball with the rusty carrot, you little bitch. Alright, yep. Well, here he is again. You want to say something? Motherfucker, you took the microphone shit off. Alright, as you can tell, Feudal Ice is still the naughtiest kitty this side of town. He fucking pisses me off on the daily basis, and I'm pretty sure he's a couple of days away from being stomped to the ground. Murder, brought to you by the Wondering... I'm just kidding. Is it even considered murder if you kill an animal, or is that considered lunch? Well, it depends on if you eat it or not, I'm not really with all those people that the vegans, There's one thing I do not like is a person telling me what I can and cannot digest in my fucking gut. If I want to eat fucking animals for a living, guess what? There's a carnivore diet, and apparently it's very healthy for those people that cannot eat glucose or something like that, so they just eat nothing but meat. What's his name? Peterson, something Peterson. That's the diet he's on. I guess it helped him with a lot of his diseases and stuff like that. So, hey, if it's out there, you might want to try it. Do not let anybody tell you what you can and cannot put in your stomach. You get me? As I always say, you are a free person. You are allowed to make free decisions just as long as they aren't breaking the law. Because if they are breaking the law, you know who's coming after you? Mr. Johnny Law with his handcuffs, and he's going to tie you down on his cop car, spread your cheeks, and insert his authority to the fullest extent of the law. But if a vegan approaches you and says, do you know what you're eating? That stuff is really bad. Say, yeah. If I wasn't eating this, I'd probably be eating you. So which one do you want? Huh? Do you want me to fucking cut your foot off? Or do you want me, Kevin G, to swallow this whole fucking turkey? Or do you want me, Kevin G, to be inside thee? Ooh, yeah. Yesterday we had some shuyu ramen. I don't know if anybody has some shuyu ramen or some miso ramen from our local Asian restaurant. It is extremely good. I don't know if anybody's had or has the taste for Asian sensation cuisine, but it is extremely good. I love ramen. They always put some seaweed, some pork. Oh my god. Oh, that soy sauce broth. Oh, it's so good. The noodles, fuck. I'm a sucker for a shuyu ramen. I like miso ramen too. I guess the difference between them is the broth. And me personally, I find the shuyu ramen to be the best. That is for me by far. Muy rico. And I have to finish it all, to be honest. Like, I usually slurp that whole bitch down. And I heard that in Japan, that is how you tell the chef. Muy rico, senor. It was muy rico, senor. Thank you. And then the patron is just like, hey, homie, good looking fool. I put a lot of love into that bowl, dog. And then you're just like, cool, dude. Cool story, bruh. And paired with that, I also had some sushi. Some good old sushi. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Some salmon hot fiery sushi. I like mine a bit spicy. I like it to burn my anal cavity. When I shit, I want to make sure a tub of lava comes out of there. Hey, Peter Lies, do you really want me to get up again? Because I will. And not only will I get up, I will stomp the yard. Stomp in the yard on cats since 1973. The Wondering Mind podcast. But oh man, yeah, I haven't had breakfast yet. I just been sipping my tea, my little tea. So yeah, I'm just chilling here in the room again. A solo dolo podcast, me and my mind and this ugly cat named Firulais in the morning. Hey, quit your shit. Jeez, man, like if I were to film this guy, like all you see him is getting into trouble, just going into the closet, scraping that, trying to get inside. You see him scraping the side of the wall, trying to find anything. Okay, now he's finally chilling in a box I put on the floor. That way he feels good and safe. Isn't that funny how a cat feels good and safe in a tiny shoebox? That's where they feel like, oh my god, I cannot be hurt. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. I'm a cat. Meow, meow, meow. And I feel safe inside a box. I call it his safety box because every time I get angry, he runs for it. He's like, oh shit, the big cat angry. He runs for his fucking his little box, and then he just starts looking at me like, ha, you can't get me. And then I'm like, oh yeah, really? And then I shut the box on him, and then he's like, oh no. And then I mail his ass to Thailand, where they eat lots of fruit and vegetables, and they will treat him well. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Oh fuck, man. What do I got going on today? Hey, deja ahí, cabrón. I'm gonna put you on a leash. Vas a ver cómo te va a gustar cuando te tenga amarrado y vas a ver que. Hey, my goodness, cat. My goodness. Do you want me to just hold on to you? Come here. Shut up. Shut up. I'm gonna stay here until you calm down. Alright, now I got the cat on my lap because obviously he doesn't know how to control himself. He is extremely wild and he is about 3.5 months. So this guy is still a child, a developing child, about maybe I would say a toddler. This motherfucker acts like a toddler. He's angry. He throws his fits like when you don't let him have his way. He gets mad, then he like attacks your foot, and then he just ignores you. He just fucking yeah, calmao. You ain't going nowhere. You've been too naughty. You're gonna stay here now, okay? Until you learn to relax. Alright, so if you hear any screaming, whimpering, or anything, it's a cat on my lap trying to get free because he's like, let me go. I'm a kitty cat. But I'm not gonna let him go. Quit looking at me like that, like you're gonna beat my ass, man. You ain't gonna do ish. You ain't gonna do ish, man. I'll bite a big ass chunk of fur right off your belly. Huh? What you gonna do about it, huh? What you gonna do about it? And I lost an eyeball, ladies and gentlemen. I am now permanently blind. Retina damage. Cornea is missing. Brought to you by today's sponsors. Hey, you. Yeah, you. You look like you might want to have some fun. Well, if you go over here to OSHA's World of Fun, not only will you have fun, you will also create fun. Fun is in our name, and also fun is what we do. So if you're ready to get your anal cavity split, come on down to Octa's, what was the name again? Octa's Fun World or something? Oh yeah. Come on down to Octa's Fun World, where not only you will have the best and most fun in the world, but also your toes will fall off, your nose might bleed, and your hair will definitely go bald on the top. So please give us a call at 1-866 Suck My Ass. That number again is 1-866 Suck My Ass. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Wandering Mind podcast, where the mind wanders. I of course am your host with the most, Kevin G, here alongside with the little kitty who is still annoying as fuck. And we're just talking, rambling, and speaking on about whatever the fuck comes to my mind. I don't really have any topics because, as you already must know, I am insane, the number one most clinically insane radio host of all America. Oh my god, he's stabbing a turtle. Yes, right, ladies and gentlemen. I am the host with the most. Tea in my ass, Kevin G. Now, before we last left off, we were talking about economic issues and political views. I'm just kidding. We don't talk about bullshit like that unless I want to. And if I want to, guess what? Suck my ass. Because I talk about what I want, when I want, where I want, how I want, because I'm an American citizen here in the great state of America. America's not a state, you dumbass. I don't give a fuck. As long as you live on Earth, you're pretty much a resident of the Earth. Just because a few borders divide us doesn't mean that makes you any less of a human being than me. It just means you come from a different part of the world and see a different part of the world view instead of me. That's why it is important to vacation. You must vacation to get a different point of perspective than the one you already have. That's why when these extremely wealthy white people see a ghetto and say, "Oh my God, that is so evil. That is horrid. It's fucking horrible. Oh my God, we can't go in there." You know why? Because you cannot see their point of view. Obviously, to you, it looks horrible, and it is. I'm not gonna say it's perfect, but in there's a lot more culture. You get me? Right there. We have a whole lot of more diversity. You get me? We see each other for how it is. We don't see somebody for like, oh, you're worth it because boom, boom, boom. We're all in the struggle together. You get me? It's a real world out here. But if you're constantly sheltered, you don't really get a good perception of how the world is. You just see, if you're a child, you just see what your parents want you to see, and that's good. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it's good to have a little life in you. You get me? Maybe if you shelter your children too much, they'll just think the world is a good, safe place. But no, you gotta let them know, hey, the world is not all rainbows and sunshine. Maybe take them to a homeless shelter. That way they could feed some homeless people and then that's where you learn the valuable lesson. If you do not keep your finances up and you do not follow the right path, this might be your life, okay? You gotta engrave that in their brain immediately. Let them know, listen, yes, this world is great, I understand, but I'm not saying to do it at an early age either. Like maybe, I would say like maybe 12 or 13 sounds about the right age. That's when they're in middle school and they're finally, their brain is finally starting to develop. Maybe a lot of them have started hitting puberty, and that way their childhood minds are no longer there. But do not corrupt a child mind. You get me? Let them child mind develop. So, yeah, okay, get the fuck out of here. Because that's the one thing a lot of people stop to do. They don't let a child have a childhood, man. Like back in my day, I would always have a childhood. You get me? Like I'm a 90s baby, so I didn't have much toys. I was broke too, so I didn't have much toys or video game consoles or nothing like that. Mainly because they weren't out. I think at the time when I was a child, the Sega Genesis was out. So but we ain't gonna afford that because we broker than a fucking pot. Broker than a pot in a raid by cops at a weed store or something like that. Someone, can I get a drum roll? You're gay. But let them develop. Let them have a childhood, because if not, then they'll really complain later on in life and say, man, I never had a childhood. I had to grow up, and now you're going to have to grow up too, Billy. No, man, just let them have their imagination. Let them be happy. That's the happiest a child will ever be. Just because they don't know anything. When you're a child, you don't know shit. You don't know about real world events. You don't know about politics. You don't know about religion. You don't give a fuck either. You don't care about racism. Because if you notice, all these children have friends that are other colors in them, because they don't see color. Children don't see color. That's the thing. Racism is taught. All of that is taught. You get me? When you're a kid, all you know is love. It seems, because a child isn't fucking just gonna be mean to another child. It's like they want to play. Like, if you see children, they want to like hug other kids because they're just so full of love and energy. You get me? But they also react and copy their parents. So if you see a child acting like mean or racist towards another individual, then you know the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's all I'm saying. If a child is looking at you in a certain way, and you catch their father or mother looking at you in a certain way, then you know what's gonna happen when that child grows up. You're gonna get a Cincinnati ass beating if he ever goes down to Chicago. Shout out to my Chi-Town people. Hello, how's everybody doing? I hope the cops aren't killing too many of you. Murder jokes. I'm just kidding. Them cops over there in Chicago be horrible. I'd rather not be living there. I mean, I heard it's a beautiful state. I've never been there before, but hey, I definitely will visit. I want to go see the bean, the big metal bean, take a picture with it, and then I'll be looking like them people on the interwebs. Look at me, I'm with my bean here. Maybe I'll just be called, the goddamn beaners by the bean. Racism brought to you by the Wonder. Yeah, but once you get older, that's when you gotta start developing your own opinions, thoughts, and all of that. You get me? You cannot allow yourself to be trapped in the thoughts and mindset of other individuals who add nothing to your life. You gotta start making up. Okay, what do I think? What do I feel? Okay, it doesn't matter what anybody else feels. They're entitled to their opinion as well as you're entitled to yours and your thoughts and all of that. So I'm not saying do not listen to anybody. If they have good advice, definitely listen to them. But that's merely it. Take their opinion with a grain of salt. If it adds value to your life, act on it. But if it fucking takes away from your life, no need in fucking putting it into your everyday life. Just nod, agree, smile, keep it moving, partner. Keep it moving. You get me? There's no point in staying where no green grass is. Many people don't have the best ideas. Many people just are giving you advice from a life you don't want to live. You get me? That's the main thing. A lot of people just want to give you advice from shit that doesn't even apply to your everyday life. Like, you got fucking big Billy Bob Joe over there saying, you gotta find a good 9 to 5. That way they pay you every week. My back. And then I'm like, yo, but I don't want to do construction, bro. Well, that sucks, because then you're gonna be broke. So it don't matter. Like, that's his life. You get me? You gotta figure out what kind of brain do you have. What kind of brain do you have? Are you a creative mind? Are you a mind that likes to do numbers? Or are you a mind that likes to take care of children? Really, really get deep into your thoughts. Really think about what you like, because I don't think they give you enough time when you're in high school and shit like that. They just fucking tell you, hey, what do you want to be? You got one fucking year. That's when you're a senior. And that 1 year, you what the fuck do you know? You don't know shit about life. I graduated when I was 17. You think when I'm 17, I know exactly where I'm going with my life. I know what I want to pursue. I fucking am ready to dominate. No, I'm not. I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared, mainly because I was fucking around, got no schoolwork because I'm fucking around. You get me? That's what normal people do. I'm not saying that people don't study and learn and all that shit. Sure. There's a lot of people like that. I know a lot of people that personally went that route to college, actually applied themselves, did not party, and now they have critical depression. Depression brought to you by. Oh yeah. No, I'm just playing, but yeah, if you have one of those college brains, definitely use your full potential of your brain because not everybody has that brain. That is special, but also you cannot put down other individuals that have a different mindset than you. You understand? Just because you feel you're successful in your endeavors doesn't mean that that's the way everybody has to do it. You get me? There's more than one way to live your life, and if you feel that the only way that living life is perfect is the way you're living it, then you're wrong. I'm just saying. You got to be open-minded. A lot of people aren't open-minded anymore. They just want their ideas to be right. I'm always right. I'm always right. But have you thought about this, cocksucker? You ain't always right. Think about all the mistakes you've made in life. You think you were right then? No. Just look at your parents. You think they were always right? No, they're still getting things wrong to this day. Everybody is a lost chick. Is pretty much a chicken with their head cut off running around on Earth. Some have a better fucking understanding of it. Maybe they grew a little pecker in their neck, but that doesn't mean that they're fucking any wiser or like have more knowledge. You get me? Like, especially depending on the generation gap. Like, the people from older generations don't understand all the stuff that's going on in the 21st century over here. You get me? They don't know about computers, laptops, YouTube, all the social media. You get me? They're giving you, they're giving you good advice, but they're giving you advice from the past. You get me? And it's good to know the past, but it's also good to be aware of where you're at in this present moment. Look around you. What is going on? If you're seeing that, oh shit, the job market is going down, there's no point in me going to that job market. Do not go down the job market. You have to do a little research. You have Google. If you have Google, motherfucker, you own the world. You get me? Don't just use your phone to post half naked pictures. Actually use your phone to learn. You have a lot of technology in your hands. You can literally fucking do it all from your phone. You have all this technology in your manos, bro, in your fucking fingertips right there. But what do most of us go and do? Look at some high quality porn. Brought to you by Pornhub and Pornhub affiliates. Has your vagina been leaking? How about your ears? If they have, please call 1-866 Stab My Ear Holes. 1-866 Stab My Ear Holes, where our trained professionals will grab a machete, stab it right through your ear canal just to kill you. That free consultation number again is 1-866 Stab My Ears. 1-866 Stab My Ears. Welcome back, everybody. When we last left off, we were talking about knowing the importance of your worth. You gotta value yourself. If you do not value yourself, who will? Who will value you? You put a price on your life. You get me? Others just make an appraisal for it, but that's it. They can only put a number, but you actually know what it is. If you're worth $1 million and they're praising you at fucking 100, you better tell that cocksucker to shut the fuck up before you spill your hot tea on them and then pee on them. You know what I mean? Brought to you by Violence by Wondering Mind. Yeah. Listen, I just like being funny, okay? I'm not that aggressive. In reality, I'm a nice guy. But sometimes you gotta lay down the law. That way people actually are hearing you. It's seeping through their brain just a little bit. You give me just a little bit. As long as I get a little bit of knowledge into your cerebral cortex, that's all that really matters, okay? So don't be influenced by everybody around you, especially social media, because not everybody on social media has their shit together. You get me? Oh my god, hold up, give me 1 second. All right, there we go. Most people, like, on social media, that's really a highlight reel of their life. That's not their actual life. You think they're really that pretty? You think little fucking Britney over there actually looks that good? Hell no. Usually when you see these bitches right in front, they have all them bumps on their forehead. They have a snaggle tooth, and then their nose falls off. You get me? Same for my dudes. My dudes just be looking, oh yeah, we confident over here. Then you see them, they have a big bald spot. Their tooth is fucking yellow, and then they have no makeup. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2019. Men are allowed to wear makeup because women are allowed to wear fake butts. So if you are cheating, well, guess what? It's a fair game for everybody. So if you go home with a 10 and end up with a 2, guess what? That's life. How the fuck did I get to that topic? Let me backtrack here. Oh yeah, social media. Yeah, not everybody there is as good looking or as beautiful as you think. They're mainly just normal, regular, everyday people. Even the celebrities aren't real beautiful people. They just portray that image. A shitload of Photoshop and a lot of fucking camera angles is what it is. For one good picture, they probably take about 150,000 pictures. Because the photo shoots are long and extensive. I know. I used to model back in the day. Are you serious, Kevin? Oh my god. Yes, I did. I used to back in the day. It was fun. But I also got good experience as to what behind the scenes modeling is like. And let me tell you, it is quite the experience. That whole room inside there is just different. It's not the same as the real world out here. It's just everybody has a different mindset, and we know what we're here for. We know what's going on. You know, there's a lot of nudity and a lot of photography, but it's not sexual nudity. It's more artistic nudity. You get me? It's not. I mean, yeah, the general public would just say, yeah, some tits and ass. Yeah, I can't wait to masturbate. But if you're actually interested in like the art form, yeah, it's beautiful. You know, the human body is beautiful. The fact that we developed this way, but like I said, I've done a lot in my life, and I just have not taken the normal path. Every chance I get, I take the path that has no road because I like to pave my own road, mainly because you get one life. You get me? If you get one life, why the fuck would you follow the road you already know where it leads to? That's just what I believe in. You get me? I'm not saying it's the right way. I'm just saying it's the way I like to live. Now, I've definitely had my fair share of obstacles, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes when you don't want to take the beaten path of your 9 to 5, get married, get a house, have kids, and fucking get depression. You get me? I'd rather just explore the world. You get me? I've made it this far so far, and I'm still kicking. So that means like, hey, maybe keep doing what you're doing, and you'll get somewhere. You'll get to where you need to be, and that's what I'm doing. That's the only thing I know. Because if you're working your daily 9 to 5 or whatever, you know your coworkers. Your coworkers are complaining about how much they hate their fucking life and how they wish they didn't have to work. And the only reason they work is because of their family, and they won't have enough money to put on the table. They want their retirement. That's not living. Is that living? The only reason you're there is because you fucking need money, and you're and all that. It sucks. It's like you're literally dying inside while you are working there. That is horrible to me. I would hate that. You get me? That would be terrible to actually be in that lifestyle where you are trapped inside your workplace where you cannot do anything about it. You get me? Your mindset is fucking I'm just persistent on nope. There's no other alternative. I'm not, and if you're one of those people listening to me right now, and you say, "Fuck, I can't get out of here." Yes, you can. I'm not saying to leave your job. You just gotta plan it out. You get me? Plan it out better, cause you cannot just leave your job and fucking hope a miracle's gonna happen. No, you gotta stick with the job. You get me? That's what a lot of people don't do. They just right away, I hate this job, I gotta go. So what do? They just dip and hope for the best. No, you always have to have, if you're gonna leave a job, make sure you have another job, because you need constant money in your fucking pocket. You get me? I'm letting you know from experience. If you the number one person that has more than one job in 1 year, I think I've had up to 2 jobs in a month. I'm a chronic job leaver. You get me? I leave jobs faster than Trump's wife. But that made no joke. Welcome to the Politically Incorrect Joke Podcast. But yeah, just some wise words of advice there. Always have a backup plan before you fucking start incorporating another plan, because the important thing is to succeed. If you got a family, I know it's a little bit more difficult. Don't think I don't know that. It's true. But where there's a way, where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, I'm pretty sure you know a will. So do it. Like it's gonna be a little bit more difficult, but and also depending on your age. But don't think that you have to continuously live the way you're living right now. You can make a change. Anybody can make a change. You're just one thought away from creating a new world for yourself. You understand? If you start believing what you're saying, then the universe will start giving you what you need. It won't fucking right off tell you where you need to go, or here, have this is exactly what you need, but it'll give you resources, knowledge, and all that experience that's vital to creating that new life. You get me? Pay attention. Life is a fucking teacher, and if you aren't learning the lessons that it's trying to teach you, it'll repeat it and repeat it and repeat it like a fucking like a 23-year-old freshman who just will not fucking take shit seriously, will not just ground himself and just get the fuck out of ninth grade. Because we all have to evolve in this world, you get me? Your brain is constantly evolving, and if you aren't gaining new material in your brain, you know what? Your brain is just dying because your brain cells have no need to reproduce. All you know is, go to my job, eat some food, watch television, drink a beer, and go back to sleep. Repeat the process in the morning. That's what millions and millions of people do. And if just the few of you that are actually listening to this actually apply this to your everyday lives, like, I'm 100% sure the benefits will be reaped immediately. It's just one thought away. Remember that. I want to put that in your fucking brain. Remember, you're one thought away from happiness. You're one thought away from changing your life. You're one thought away from becoming the person you really want to be. And that's some real talk for you. And thanks for staying with me in another great podcast of the Wandering Mind podcast, where the mind wanders. Be sure to stay tuned for another episode tomorrow where we will do something, I'm pretty sure. Whether that's masturbate with my toes or pluck my eyebrows. I don't give a fuck. We're just here. We're queer. Get used to it. I can't leave on that message. Let me think of a good fucking ending. Okay, here we go. The one thing you have control in this world is your mind. So remember, the one thing you are in control of is your mind. So do not let other people influence your brain. Be careful and selective with what words you let seep into your brain. If they're not important words, brush them off, let them go in one ear and come out the other. All right, people? Stay positive, stay happy, and most of all, stay woke. All right, guys. Bye.